Hi, let's talk today about Node.js, ES Modules and GraphQL. I'm Anatol and you are watching the good parts of the front-end development. If this is your first time here you wanna learn front-end and JavaScript, start now by subscribing and don't forget to turn on the subtitles. Let's start from an excellent article, namely Concurrent Making in V8. This post describes the garbage collection technique called concurrent making that allows a JS app to continue execution while the garbage collector scans the heap to find and mark live objects. Concurrent making shipped in Node.js version 10. If you always wanted to learn Node.js but haven't done that yet, you might be interested in the following article. What exactly is Node.js? Node.js is a JavaScript runtime environment. Sounds great, but what does that mean? How does that work? Have a look. The very next point in my list is the article How express.js works. Understanding the internals of the Express library is a logical follow-up for the previous article. One more article regarding this topic is Giving Node.js Fast Tools, Techniques and Tips for Making High-Performance Node.js Servers. David Mark Clements looks at the ways you can analyze and optimize the performance of such programs. JavaScript modules are now supported in all major browsers. In the article, Using JavaScript modules on the web, Edios Money and Matthias Bynes explains how to use JS modules, how to deploy JS modules responsibly, and what's next for JS modules. Axel Rauschmeier has posted on GitHub Gist a JavaScript string method cheat sheet. This is a very handy reference covering a not quite very string method, but certainly the truly useful ones. Take a look. Here is one more interesting talk about JS modules. George Niels tells you the story behind it, compares it to other JS module systems, explains the syntax and more. UTC is not enough for everyone, right? Asks Zach Holman. This is a really neat article that goes from the history of time itself through the standardization and working with time in both JavaScript and HTML. The role of web animation has evolved, and today its purpose is to improve the user experience. In the article 7 Performance Tips and Jank-free JavaScript Animations by Maria Antoinetta Perna, you'll find some tips for optimizing animation performance and achieving a 60 FPS target for smooth motion on the web. POLLYJS is a standalone library that enables recording, replaying, and stubbing HTTP interactions. Poly hooks native browser APIs and intercept any outgoing requests. Depending on the current mode and rules, the request will either be replayed, recorded, passed through, or intercepted. Max Beck, in his turn, has posted an article titled The Layout of Tomorrow. Using CSS Grid, the author shows how modern CSS can aid with building unconventional layouts. Houdini introduces low-level JavaScript APIs for browsers' render engines. Sam Richard has posted an interactive introduction into Houdini. You can find some of the key Houdini APIs and concepts, including live coding. Have a look. After 2 years, 220 screens, and 120,000 lines of JavaScript, Airbnb has been moving away from React Native. Gabriel Peel tried to summarize his experience and put his thoughts into a 5-part article regarding the technology. He has speculated about its pitfalls and some technical and organizational challenges they faced with. John Rizik, the creator of jQuery, has co-written a book aimed to show you why GraphQL APIs are the true successor to REST APIs. In the article introducing the GraphQL guide, he describes why you might want to buy this book. A logical follow-up to this topic is a guide titled GraphQL Everything You Need to Know. It contains the comparison between GraphQL and REST API, as well as the advantages and disadvantages of GraphQL. Also, he describes how to get the best of both worlds. If you like this video, give it thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel and watch other episodes. Thanks for watching and stay curious.